morning to everybody. My topic is examination of visual field and interpretation of automatic perimetry in glaucoma. First contains visual field, basic terminologies, automatic perimetry and interpretation. Visual field area, that is the perceived simultaneously by fixating eye. The extent of visual field, they are temporally 100 degree, nasally 60 degree, superiorly 60 degree and inferiorly 75 degree. The point of fixation, that is the temporally 100 degree and same previous one. The peripheral field is equal to 5 times of central field. The occipital pole, there is the central field, 83% of visual field. Basic terminologies: DLC, differential light sensitivity, field of vision in the sea of darkness. Scotoma is the defect area of the field. There is the clinically types of the scotoma, relative scotoma. There is the certain defect in the sizes and color. In absolute scotoma, all sizes defect and colors is also defect. In positive scotoma, patient is aware of it. That is like in corneal opacity and cataract. In negative scotoma, patient is not aware. Then the threshold is the particular location. The visual field is particular location. Sensitivity is the stimulus in the specific point, and fixation is the corresponding to fovea centralis. Then the isopter line connecting to all points in the visual field with the same threshold. Here the isopter for C connects the all points at which C is threshold. Physiological blind spot is a 15 degree temporal to point of fixation, 5 degree horizontal, 7 degree vertical and 2/3 the horizontal meridian. Location of visual field defects in central, paracentral and peripheral. Like this. Common glaucoma defects, scotomas are acute nasal step, temporal wedge, localized paracentral and generalized depression. Compare clinical pictures. Visual field testing methods are the central, Amsler grid, transient, Goldman, automated. In peripheral confrontation, Goldman and automated 90 program. Now perimetry is the examination and quantification of visual field by using stimulus of various sizes, intensities of colors. There are the two types of the perimetry. First one is the kinetic and second is the static. In kinetic perimetry, the field is from the non-seeing area to seeing area. In static, there is the fixation point. Static perimetry, intensity of the stimuli at the same predetermined spot is varied. Find out the threshold at those locations more accurate than kinetic perimetry. Gives three-dimensional picture of the field of vision, field defects more accurately. Automated perimetry, the visual threshold is measured at a series of fixed points in the visual field. The brightness of the test spot is varied but not its location. Threshold is usually plotted relative to normal fields to reveal defects. automated perimetry. Like this, the Humphrey perimetry in octopus. Threshold determines age match. Normal data are used to compare patient's data. Normal range determined by sensitivity of each retinal points are 10,000 individuals. Upper 95% is as normal, lower 5% as abnormal. Threshold determination, intra-threshold, threshold and the supra-threshold. Testing strategies are the octopus in octopus, normal, dynamic and top, tendency oriented programming. Humphrey, the CETA is the Swedish interactive threshold algorithm, CETA fast and full threshold. Factors affecting automated perimetry are the background luminance, stimulus size, fixation point, refractive index, cataracts and other media opacities, meiosis, facial structure, fatigue and experience of perimeter. In advantages of automated perimetry are the removal of examiner variability, more sensitive to subtle field defects and reproducibility. Choosing of appropriate program, examination procedures are test program, test strategy, perimetry method, figure, interpretation of the visual field and the perimetry. The test area are the 60 degree, 30 degree, 24 degree and 10 degree. The strategies, threshold screening, flat test more than 5 minutes, CETA fast stop. This is the report where the 30 is the 30 degree and there is the blind spot which is left side of the vertical, that is it is the left eye report. This is the numerical graph. Here is also 30, 24 degree and 23 is the blind spot. 30, this is the pattern. Here 76 locations are and the distance between the two locations are the 6 degree. Center 10 degree. This is the distance between two location is the 2 degree. End stage of glaucoma with only small central field.
2 minutes.
24. Here is the central part affecting examination strategy, standard algorithm, fast test, CETA and screening 2 zone and 3 zone. Full threshold strategy. This is the CETA. CETA is the now in use. Humphrey. 2 zone screening, 3 zone screening. This is the darkness is the total affected and more than and plus sign is the visible. Screening test is the plus and circle is seen and dark circle is not seen. Accuracy, here is the report where the reliability indices are the fixation loss, false positive, false negative. Fixation loss, the number of times a patient respond to target in the blind spot. Very large defects may be associated with very low rates of fixation. Now false positive error, the number of times patient responds to the audio. False negative, the number of times a patient fails to respond to a supra-threshold target placed in a seeing area of the visual field. This one the report where the first one the patient data and refraction, grayscale, comparison tables, probability plots, actual values, defect curves, comparison, actually normal hill of vision and generalized depression, scotoma. Recent advances in automated perimetry are the Goldman kinetic module, high pass resolution perimetry, short wavelength sensitive perimetry, flickers perimetry, motion perimetry, rare bit perimetry, pupil perimetry and multifocal VEP. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Jagtap sir. I request Honorable Co-Chairperson Dr. Valvankar sir to felicitate Dr. Pravin Jagtap sir.
Completing the lecture within time.